I told you that this is probably going to be my favorite show ever because I'm actually talking to two of my best friends, Sheila Petrosi Green, but also my buddy over here, Connie Hanel. And little do you know about her because we just look like these professional hosts on this great TV show. But, you know, Connie is not only one of the smartest people I know, but one of the most giving. A couple of months ago, I was in the hospital for 2 months, and she was there almost every day taking care of me emotionally and helped save my life. I truly believe it. You're my bud.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Thank you very much, Connie.
You saying those kind words.
No, but it's true. And other than that, you have got some secrets that you got to share with these people just how smart you really are.
Well, secrets make me sound like I got something mysterious going on. I really don't. But, you know, several years ago when we started this TV show, went back to school and got my master's in counseling, and since then I've been doing a lot of work with kids who struggle academically and sometimes behaviorally and things like that. We've formed our own company called Insight Educational Services, and along the way sometime about 7 years ago, a professor named Dr. Barbara Trolley contacted me about getting involved with cyberbullying, and at that time nobody really knew what cyberbullying was. In fact, we went to speak at a convention and we said, how many people here know what a BlackBerry is? And out of 75 people, 3 people raised their hand. Now everybody knows what they are, and you see them all over the place.
And that wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't. And so we saw the future coming where technology was growing fast and kids were really connecting with the technology, and us adults were sort of a little bit behind. So we saw some potential for some problems there and a potential for some prevention work. So we got involved, Dr. Trolley and I, and another woman by the name of Linda Shields, and we started to do a lot of research on cyberbullying and what exactly it was and those types of things. And along the way, we wrote several books about the cyberbullying. But basically what we found is that cyberbullying is like traditional schoolyard bullying on steroids. Because when we were all kids, you could just bully someone one-on-one. I'd say something mean to you to your face, and then it was over. But now, kids are getting everyone else to join in. There was recently an incident in one of the schools in Buffalo, I'm going to leave their name out of it, where a child went online to a Facebook page and sent out a message to 30 people, 30 to 50 kids, and said, on this day, we're all going to be mean to this child.
I remember that.
And so you had to sign on to do it or not. So imagine going to school and having 50 kids suddenly hate you, and you don't know what you've done. This is really creating a problem. So cyber balance is where we need to go with it. And what does that mean? That means looking at technology, because it's not going to go anywhere, and looking how to scale it down and be reasonable. So simple rules, like I'll give you an example. A good thing to say when you give your kids a cell phone is, first of all, kids probably shouldn't have a cell phone at least till they're in middle school. And you should set down some rules. 76% of parents don't have any rules about technology when they hand it over to their kids. Like no texting in church. No texting at the dinner table. No texting in the middle of the night from your room. Some families have rules. Put the cell phones on the counter when you go to bed. Because when you and I grew up, we had a landline. So our parents were on the other. We knew who we were talking to. You have no idea who kids are communicating to.
You were also standing 10 feet away from the wall at the most. Not even 10 feet, 3 feet away. You were just standing there on this one cord. You didn't even have cordless phones when I was young.
Right. And what we forget is that technology, computers, internet, it's no different than what we teach regular kids. In other words, we let kids go off and do that. They're going to all different places all over the world, all over the country. And so what we need to remember is you teach them the same things that you teach kids about everyday rules. For instance, stranger danger. You tell your kids don't talk to a stranger. Well, then you should tell your kids that when you're online, don't share personal information with someone you don't know. You know, you wouldn't say something mean to somebody's face. Don't say something mean online. One of the things that we did is this book right here, which is called Browser and the Mouse, and this is one of the things I'm most proud of. Mm-hmm. It's meant for parents, it's also meant for teachers, and it's a book about a mouse who doesn't listen to his parents' rules, goes online, gets frightened, and then there's prompts in here kind of helping parents to see what it is they should be asking kids, to give them an idea of what they should be communicating to. And then on every page is a bold word. Those are words that kids usually don't know what they mean. And in the back is a little browser dictionary for them. There's also an acronym with songs in here for kids to understand what they mean, to take ownership. And we work with a man by the name of Glenn Colton. And Glenn wrote these 5 songs for us. And it's about ownership and how they have to own what they do and things belonging to them and surfing safely. And then there's a little plan for parents that they can fill out. This is kind of a preventative book to start teaching kids when they're in elementary school. And this is something people don't think about because they think, well, they don't really have to worry about it. But like anything else, if you start to teach them when they're little, they'll respect technology when they get older. They'll understand the limits.
Right, and I did want to mention, not only did he write the songs, but there's also a CD in here.
Yeah, it comes with a CD.
Right.
And then we wrote this book, which is more recently, which is called Cyber Kids, Cyberbullying, Cyberbalance. It kind of talks about cyber kids. It gives examples of what that means. That's anyone who uses technology to communicate. It talks about how cyberbullying is really a symptom of a greater problem, which is being out of cyber balance, not knowing how to balance technology. Mm-hmm. And as adults, we need to know how to set those limits. We need to, when we're driving in the car with our kids, not be on the phone all the time. We need to not be texting at the table. But you know what? It's hard. We used to come home from work at 5 o'clock, and that was it. Our work was done. We work 24/7 now. And so kids and everyone are used to this instant gratification, and that kind of spills over into school, and that makes it difficult too, because school is an instant gratification thing. You have to sit and sometimes do things you don't necessarily like.
We've got 1 minute left.
I know.
I can't believe it.
Went fast.
I wanted you to really quickly hit on your company that you have.
Well, we provide all different kinds of services and things that you can do for kids who are struggling with an academic problem or sometimes behavior, or if there is a bullying issue. We can do presentations in your school. We can do in-services for teachers. We can do all kinds of things. The best way to get in touch with us would be 2 ways. One would be through email, which is cyberbalance@live.com. And the other one is just directly through our phone number, which would be the area code of 716-713-5011. And those are ways that you can call and talk to us or connect with us and find out what are some of the services we do. And if you're having trouble with bullying, or you have questions, or you have concerns, we do all kinds of consulting work as well to help out.
You know, not only if you're a parent out there, a concerned friend, a teacher or a principal looking for someone to come in and really put a program together for your school, please make sure you give Connie and her group a call. The name of the company again?
Oh, it is Insight Educational Services.
Okay. Give Connie a call, and I thank you so much. This was great.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I'll talk to you soon, but before you come back, you make sure to take a second and go and check out our website, which is visit eastaurora.com. Now, you got to check that out. And also, remember, the cool thing is we're on YouTube. You can see us any time of the day or night. So stick around. We'll be right back.